Right. Go on then.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Back here again, lads.
Do I sound alright with a different mic position?
Yeah, you sound good actually.
Alright, lovely. Oh, that's fine then.
We can turn you up as the episode goes on, can't we? But
Yeah.
I've let you down with top, haven't I?
You have.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's Three Lions though.
I don't know, I like it.
I get the theme.
Genuinely, I like it.
I get the theme. It just looks like you got it from Poundland, mate.
I did. I actually did, you know.
Was it a pound though? That's the thing with the Poundland.
No, it wasn't.
Exactly.
Why the pound?
I'm not. It's not because we're uni students and it's cheap. It's just literally, I saw it for when England were playing and I thought, I'll buy it. Fuck it.
But why wasn't it a pound? That annoys me about Poundland. It says Poundland. Anything's a pound.
No, it isn't, is it?
It's like the 99p
but
store. What's the point? How many 1p's are they going to give
Mate,
out?
do
never
they
seen
still
a
have
99p
99p
Yeah,
stores?
I've
I don't
never
think
seen-
they do.
I've
mate.
never seen a
Have you
99p
not?
store. No.
No, I've seen them, but
Yeah,
like
but-
10 years ago.
Well,
Yeah.
when I was a kid, it used to annoy me because I had so many 1p's when I used to go and get me Haribo for 99p.
Mate, he makes that as like Baldwin of like 20s.
Yeah, but what's the point? Just make everything a pound. How
Fucking
much
mad,
change?
eh?
Oh, don't worry. Yeah, anyway.
He was alive when England won the World Cup, I'll tell you that much.
Cheers, boys.
That's why he uses all these sayings, isn't it? Right, are we ready to film?
I think we are, I think we
So
are.
the cameras are all rolling. Ready for a good episode, hopefully.
Every episode's a good episode.
Of course.
I don't think it is.
Yeah.
We are live though, we're live. People can now hear us. And let's start with New England manager Thomas Tuchel, but he's not English. What do we think?
I think it's a decent appointment, but I'll be honest, lads, I'm not convinced by it. I've seen on Twitter everyone saying it's the best manager appointment that England could get, have all the free agents. I'm not convinced by it. I'm not sure what you lads think though.
I'm really convinced, you know. I think he's made for tournament football. I think we've had some dross from Gareth Southgate and he should have won a few tournaments. I think if Tuchel's in charge, he would have won us a tournament and I think he will win us a World Cup or a Euros. I am actually really convinced by Thomas Tuchel.
Yeah.
I really like him.
I get the argument that he's a foreign manager, he's not English.
Yeah, that's not the main reason I've got though. That's not the main reason.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
What, you actually think he won't do good?
I personally think he plays defensive football, like a bit similar to Gareth Southgate, and I just think that's going to get England fans. If England have one bad result under Thomas Tuchel, it's all going to turn sour. I think that's just what I think.
Yeah, I get it. I think we've got a bit of a culture of negativity around English football. I think
Mate,
whenever
I think
something
what you
bad
just said
happens,
is absolute load of rubbish.
So do a lot of other people, mate. So it's fine.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry to interrupt you. That is a load of rubbish.
Really? Do you think?
I think he's a really good manager, is Thomas Tuchel. Yeah, he didn't do well at Bayern Munich.
I'm not saying he's not a good manager. He's a great manager. I'm just not convinced that he suits the England job.
Why not?
Because I think the roster of players is like all attackers, all midfielders, and I just think he's going to prioritise. I think he's going to play a back five, go back to what Gareth Southgate did, and you know our defenders aren't great, are they? I mean, who's he going to play? Harry
Mate,
Maguire. Again?
How do you think he's going to play a back five?
I think he'll
Because
play
he did
back
at
five.
Chelsea.
Yeah, but have you
I
got his
think he'll
number?
play back five.
I don't have his number, mate, but I've got his LinkedIn profile.
No, he
so.
probably he might do. Who knows? He might do. But look, I think he's a. Look, I understand the talk. He's not English, but the England fans will not care when they've won a trophy. It's happened now. They're not going to not replace him because not. You know, imagine Sven-Göran Eriksson won a trophy. You know, people would. It wouldn't matter now if they brought Tuchel in.
Yeah.
Now, if Sven-Göran
What do you say
Eriksson-
about Southgate? I think if he'd won us either a Euros or World Cup, I don't think. People
Yeah,
would
it
have hated
wouldn't
on
matter.
him as
People
much.
would not complain.
But I think there's a lot of people are thinking that this is going to be such a smooth sailing job for Tuchel. There's a lot of pressure on him because Southgate's got to 2 Euros finals, a World Cup semi-final, and a World Cup quarter final. That's the best England have done in
Yeah,
a long
true.
time. That's going to be quite tough to follow, I think.
Yeah, but-
he has to win something, otherwise it's not a success.
Yeah.
So otherwise,
Oh,
people
yeah.
you might as well kept Southgate.
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
got to
Yeah.
win the World Cup. Or
I'm
Euros.
really excited for him. I think he's going to be bang on.
Bang on.
I think he is.
Do you reckon he's going to get the second
He's
star
gonna-
on the crest?
I was going to say,
on the
he's going to
crest.
get another one there.
He's going to bring it home.
You
He'll
reckon?
bring it home. Yeah, I think he will. He's
With
got
that
to.
team, he's a proper proven manager. Won with Chelsea the Champions League. I mean, he did that in I swear he had half a training session and he turned Chelsea round.
Yeah, that's a good
That's
point.
my theory about
but,
him. I
but
swear.
that's club football.
Yeah,
he's
true.
never managed an international side before. He's only going to get to work with his team during the international window. And he's a very sophisticated manager who's very in depth. And he's not going to have the time to implement his proper tactics before the 2026 World Cup, I think. So
What?
I think he'll win us the World Cup. I do. I really like him. I think he is. I think he's made for tournament football, and he came in with Chelsea with very little time, won the Champions League. I think he can come in with little time in the context of international football, and I think he'll win the World Cup. I'm very confident.
Sorry, I've got to go back to what you just said. You don't think he'll be ready before the 2026 World Cup?
No, mate.
My days.
Really? Yeah.
He's only going to have a year and a half in the job, and really? I reckon he needs a full cycle of 4 years before he's ready.
Oh my days.
I think we should give him time, because I think if this, let's say the World Cup, let's say we get knocked out in the quarterfinals, it doesn't go as bad. I don't think we should go, he's not won a trophy, get rid of him. I think we need to actually give him a couple of tournaments to see if it's working out or not. And maybe a decent finish in the Nations League, which, let's be honest, no one really cares about realistically, the Nations League. But I think he needs a bit of time to pick his squad, pick his formation, pick the right players, see what he wants. And I think he needs a lot more time than what Southgate got.
I'm being made the pantomime villain here. I think it's a good appointment. I'm not saying, it's rubbish, it's bad, I'm against it. I'm not against it. I just don't think it's going to be as smooth sailing as people are. I think because we've had Southgate for so long, people are so happy that he's kind of left now, and that there's a bit of excitement that finally the new manager's been appointed after quite a while. Let's be honest, it's been quite a while. And everyone's already thinking, 2026 World Cup, that's easy. It's not. International football is not easy.
I hear what you're saying.
I think it's a great appointment. I don't know who else there was to bring in that's better than Thomas Tuchel.
There were no England managers.
I understand that just because you bring in a German manager for the England job doesn't mean they're going to win the 2026 World Cup. Yeah. I get that, but you said he wouldn't have his tactics ready by then. Mate, I bet he's got his tactics ready now. I bet he'll get the team understanding his tactics very quickly.
Yeah, but do you reckon he's... The thing is that I'm interested in is if he's going to have the same set of players, how Southgate kind of had his favourite set, or if he's going to go on form and constantly change his players, which I think he's done in his past couple of jobs. He's chopped and changed quite a lot. And if he does that with England, you've got new players coming in every international window. You've got to work with them. That's, I don't know.
But I think with the best England starting 11, I think no matter what, I think they're guaranteed. About 8 out of the 11 players are guaranteed to get picked every single time, right? So Bellingham will never be dropped. Kane, Pickford, these players are certainly in the squad. And England's best.
What? I think it's 3 players.
Really?
Genuinely, I think Harry Kane, Bukayo Saka, and Jude Bellingham. I think everyone else is.
Really?
Yeah.
I think Trent will start for England now.
Yeah, but if James comes fit, he's worked with him before, hasn't he?
And I've seen everyone else.
He won't be fit. I'm fed up of this. He's not fit ever.
I've seen everyone else saying
2 weeks.
Mason Mount.
Is he?
Yeah.
And I'm also Santa Claus. He's not going to stay fit for the whole season. He just isn't. Sorry, continue.
I went on one there. I
I
thought he was finished, and then I was like, oh no, he's still going for it.
Sorry.
I've seen people saying that Mason Mount and Callum Hudson-Odoi are going to get called up, and I was like, Hudson-Odoi's doing quite well, I'll be honest.
Yeah. He's not doing amazing.
He's not doing England well, is he?
No.
And I was like, he's not just going to go to his ex-Chelsea team and be like,
maybe a few years ago there's maybe a debate he'd have made it in that team, but not now.
Yeah, not with the quality in it now, no.
No. Well, I'll tell you what, then, let's play a game. Right? Sounds a bit like Jigsaw then. We're going to, because Thomas Tuchel has come in, I'm going to test your knowledge. When they won the Champions League back in 29th of May 2021, so it feels, was that during COVID or was that after?
Just after, wasn't it?
The stadium wasn't full.
No, it was half full, wasn't it?
It was still high capacity though, wasn't it?
Yeah, I can't remember where it's held though either, to be fair.
It was held, I think it was Lisbon.
Yeah, you might be right with Lisbon.
I think
was it Dublin? No, I think Lisbon.
Oh no, it might have been Dublin.
Anyway,
yeah.
The formation that he played, I'll give you that, was a 3-4-2-1 when they beat Man City 1-0 in the Champions League final. All you have to do is tell me that starting 11 that game.
Alright. So tell you what, should we go player for player?
Yeah.
Alright, do you want to start?
Okay, I'll start with the goalkeeper, Edouard Mendy.
Okay.
Right. Mendy?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, Mendy's in.
Alright, I guess we'll work our way up. I'll go Rudiger.
Rudiger was in, yes. So you've got Mendy and Rudiger.
Thiago Silva.
Thiago Silva was in it, yeah.
That was my banker.
See, I can't remember the other centre back, so I'm going to go Reece James.
What, centre back?
No, it was in like he was
Was it
in
the
the
right
squad.
back? Yeah. Reece James was in the squad. Yes, correct.
Can I go back to the centre back?
Yeah, of course.
Andreas Christensen.
Andreas Christensen was not in the starting 11.
Oh,
Okay.
I thought that was a banker as well.
No, he wasn't in the starting 11.
Well, I'll go to the opposite side. I'll go Chilwell
Yep, Chilwell was in.
Do you know what? Shall I go back to the centre back?
if you want.
Yeah, go
Yeah.
on.
Aspilicueta.
Aspilicueta was in.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
I started to think this is too easy.
Well,
It's
I thought
only,
this a bit in my head when I was thinking this through. It's been a lot harder, but
it's only been 2
we'll
Champions
see.
League finals.
I don't think I would have got those 2 centre back. I completely forgot about Silva, and I wouldn't have got Aspilicueta.
all
So,
right. Right, we'll go
well,
for
I'll go for the man of the match and N'Golo Kante.
no.
Really?
No, he wasn't.
I was about to say. Well, that would have been a bit
Really?
embarrassing.
I knew he was lying. You could tell on his face. Jorginho partnered him.
Jorginho did part. Jesus, this is easy, man.
I'll go Kai Havertz.
I'd have thought you'd have gone with him first, to be honest.
Yeah, well, he scored the
Scored
goal.
the goal,
Yeah.
didn't he? Kai Havertz is in.
Mason Mount.
Mount is in.
So we've got one more player. I'm going to go Pulisic.
Pulisic. He's not in the squad.
He didn't play Timo Werner, did he?
He did play.
Yeah,
Timo
started
Werner.
Timo
He
Werner.
started Timo Werner.
Wow.
I'll give you 3
Actually-
bonus points if you can guess the 3 players that came on.
Mateo Kovacic.
Correct.
Yes. So Pulisic wasn't even a sub.
Oh no, it was. Yeah, it was,
I'll go for him. I think
yeah,
he came on.
Pulisic. Yep, correct. Last one.
Kurt Zuma.
Kurt Zuma.
I don't know.
No, he was probably kicking cats. No.
Can we get like a what position? Was it in a was it an attacker, midfielder, defender?
I'm not going to tell you that because you'll get it.
So it was a goalkeeper. No, I'm kidding.
No.
I'm kidding.
It wasn't Christensen, was it?
Yeah, it was Christensen.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah. So
Oh, so I thought that
didn't
was
Thomas Tuchel get injured? And he
Yeah.
came on.
All I can remember from
I
that
think-
game is Rudiger absolutely pummeling De Bruyne in the first half.
Yeah.
And De Bruyne, like, I think he broke his eye socket
He
or
did,
something.
yeah.
it
Yeah, he
was
did,
awful.
didn't he? Yeah, he came off.
Absolute thug.
Well,
Yeah.
I thought that that'd take longer, but
Oh, you,
You
I-
ruined it.
To be fair,
you underestimated our ball
Yeah.
knowledge.
I think between us though, we probably got because I wouldn't have got Aspilicueta and Silva.
I can tell you for sure you two do not have ball knowledge.
I think we've just proved we have.
Well, no, anyone could have got that.
There's ball knowledge, then there's like ball knowledge in terms of opinions, which we may not have under
Yeah.
lock.
Well, well done. Congratulations.
Thank you.
He doesn't seem very happy about that,
No,
does
no,
he?
well,
No.
you ruined it, really.
Sorry. Sorry.
Oh, you meant to, be a bit longer, but never mind.
Oh, I'll move it on.
Well then, let's because let's be honest, there's been naffle happening in the international break. Who cares about Greece winning? Who gives one? Lee Carsley, 1 minute said he wants to be in doing this, and then the next minute wants to be doing that. Just make your decision, mate.
He's a bit of an awkward bloke, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
In the interviews, yeah. I'm not sure how I feel
I
about
didn't.
him.
Yeah, I didn't really. It goes on about how such a proud moment it was for him, but then hopes he goes back to the bloody under-21s. I mean, he's so motivational's not the word. He has high.
Contradicting
No, he doesn't have very high
expectations.
No,
Aspirations.
aspirations. That's the
Aspirations,
one.
there we
That's it.
go. Got there eventually.
Turns into an episode
Whee!
of catchphrase then. Yeah, he doesn't have very high expectations. No,
Aspirations.
aspirations. Did he?
No,
You
he's
know,
just
should
not
be a dream to
entertaining.
manage, so he obviously didn't back his own
Yeah.
ability.
Doesn't have much of a personality either.
No, yeah,
So
he was
that's been a bit
rough.
mean, but you know,
Yeah, no,
got to
but
speak the truth.
yeah.
But let's just hope, as journalists, this doesn't come to bite back to us later down the line when he's a manager and we say, "Can we interview you, please, Lee Carsley?" And he goes, "No, I heard what you said on that shitty episode of Degree of Footy."
Well, if he ever listened to it, I'd take that as a compliment.
I would absolutely.
Yeah, to be fair, that is a
Yeah.
that is a compliment. It could be a lot worse than that, couldn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's go on to then. We're going to talk about the managers who have come in this season. So the new managers this season are Arne Slot, Maresca, Fabian Hertzler, Julian Lopetegui, and Steve Cooper. Let's rank them from 5th being the worst, 1st being the best.
Okay.
Let's rank them.
So are we going one by one? Who's off 5th?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do that.
You go first, Emery.
In 5th, I've got Lopetegui.
Lopetegui?
Yeah, I've got Lopetegui.
Yeah, I've got Lopetegui as well. Spent a bucket loads of money at West Ham, come in with high expectations, and he's been very underwhelming.
Yeah, I'm the same.
I'm going to... Yeah, to be fair, I think this is an easier debate than it seems, isn't it?
Yeah.
To be fair, I can remember though, in last year's Degree of Footy podcast, Harvey was saying how Lopetegui was a massive upgrade on David Moyes.
I think it's a downgrade.
Yeah.
Well,
I think we've been
hold
pretty
up a minute, let's rewind. They're in the top half of the table.
Oh wow.
Are they?
Bloody hell. It's only
Yeah.
7 games, mate.
They're
It's not-
12, aren't they?
You know what? Shall I quickly check?
I think
Yeah.
we should fact check.
I
I'm
will
pretty
quickly
sure
check
when I was
this.
checking the table,
Come on,
they're 12.
All right, you have to bear
I
with me.
beg.
Bear with me, lads.
I think they're 12. But either way, he's like Murray said, he
Well,
spent loads of money.
Henry is correct. They are
Oh,
12th in the
shit.
table. See, better ball knowledge once again,
What
son.
did you say about our theology? Anyway, but yeah, he came with.
Just
Loads of
remember
money.
who edits this podcast, lads, yeah?
Oh, okay.
All right, let's just remember that. Right, let's go with then. So, who is our 4th ranking? So, out of the new managers who have come in this season, we've obviously just put Julian Lopetegui 5th. Who's 4th?
I've gone for Steve Cooper.
Oh dear, I've gone for Steve Cooper as well.
Lads, this is stupid, this game. I mean, I can guess which ones you're going to go next.
Well, who have you gone for?
For 3rd?
4th.
Oh, for 4th.
Well, no, we know he's-
yeah,
we know
Steve
he's gone for Cooper.
I've just, yeah.
Oh,
Right,
okay.
say 3rd.
Right, so the new manager's just come in 3rd place. Obviously, Lopetegui was 5th, Steve Cooper 4th. 3rd is Fabian Hurtzler.
Who have you gone?
I've gone Maresca.
Have you?
Really?
Yeah, I have.
He has an agenda against
I don't
Maresca,
like
doesn't
him.
he?
Yeah.
No, I think the job that Hertz has done, I think has exceeded the expectations at Brighton than what Maresca's done at Chelsea. Don't get me wrong, I think it's very tight, and I think Maresca's done a good job this season with Chelsea, but I feel like he should be doing a good job with the money they've spent. Whereas I think Hertz has completely over-expected expectations.
So that's a weak argument because Brighton spent over £150 million. And you're telling me Hurtzler wasn't expected to
know
do
that,
well.
to be fair.
So that's why
Yeah, you
Hurtzler
see,
is
get
3rd
your
for me.
research done, mate.
Alright.
And they
Yeah.
did. Their net spend was over 150 as well, so they didn't
Jesus.
even collect much money
All
like
right,
they usually
on
do.
paper though, it's Chelsea versus Brighton, and I think on paper Chelsea should always be finishing above Brighton.
Well, they did beat them 4-2, so
Yeah,
Exactly.
there you go.
But I think
telling me.
that's just my opinion. I think Brighton in 6th is a bigger achievement than Chelsea in 4th. That's my opinion.
You use all the terms to make
You
yourself
asked my
sound-
opinion, boys,
You
and
make
that
yourself,
was
use
it.
all the terms to make yourself sound good on paper and all this. But the truth of it is Fabian Hurtzler's 3rd. and let's
Okay,
get that
tell me why you think he's 3rd.
there. Look at what Enzo Maresca's doing with Chelsea.
Is that-
From
Is Enzo Maresca your second one? Then 2nd place.
he is 2nd.
Okay.
Yeah, because Hertz is 2nd for me.
Yeah. No, actually, sorry, no, Maresca's not 2nd.
Schlot's
What?
2nd.
Slot's 2nd.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Schlot's 2nd for me as well.
Oh wow.
Really?
All right,
Really,
mate.
boys?
All
Sorry.
right, mate, calm
Sorry.
down.
Whoa.
Oh,
Jesus,
no,
calm
that's-
down, lad.
oh, that's not for me, that.
Yeah, well, you're just Liverpool, aren't you?
No, go on, tell me why.
Well, I've gone Arnie 2nd because look, he's had an easier run of fixtures. Look at Chelsea's squad depth, and you look at how Chelsea have done the last few seasons. I mean, you know, last manager obviously was Pochettino. He couldn't manage to get them sorted either, and the squad depth that they've got. I mean, Graham Potter was the manager before that, and I feel like Chelsea he didn't even know what players he wanted. Chelsea just was like,
Yeah.
here's some players, deal with them. And then Pochettino, I think he left because he was like, didn't want these players that were being brought in. So Maresca said, look, I deal with this sort of pool of players, and that's my squad, and they're playing really well. Look at Cole Palmer. I mean, he's just looking magnificent. He's getting the most out of Sancho, Jackson, Madueke. I think they're looking really well.
The reason Schlot's not 1st for me is I think they have just been a little bit lucky. I think against
Really?
Crystal
Well, I wouldn't
Palace.
say lucky. I don't
See,
think that's the right word.
I
but-
think against Crystal Palace they were lucky to escape with all 3 points.
yeah, but a
and
lot
they
of
won
teams
away.
are lucky to get away with.
And against Wolves as well, away 2-1.
Yeah, but that
both
was
goals
silly
were
error
a set
from
piece and a
penalty.
penalty. It's like,
I think that I'm literally going Arne Slot second because the tough fixtures that's come now.
I completely disagree with you, boys.
Why? Tell us.
Because
he's a Liverpool fan.
Maybe that's the case, but Liverpool top of the league. When Arne Slot came in, no one was expecting Liverpool to be top of the league. They're top of the league with the best defence in the league. Technically, they've conceded 2 goals in the Premier League. How can you not say he's the best newcomer manager when he's performing the best with his team? That's what I don't understand.
It's a valid argument. I just think Maresca, he's settled in much quicker than I thought he would. And I think, as Harvey said, the squad was so massive. He's now got his starting 11, which I like. They're playing decent football. And I just think, but the reason that Maresca's top is because Schlott, for me, deserves to be in second, if you get what I mean. It's not because Maresca's deserves to be first, it's because Schlott deserves to be second.
I get the point of the fact there's been easier games for Liverpool, quite unquote.
Yeah.
I don't think there's an easy game in the Premier League, but I don't know. I just feel like if you're top of the league, it means something. I think if you come into a club in your first season, you're top of the league and you're dominating, you've got the best defence, which has always been Arsenal the last couple of years. I think you're proving something. You've come in, you stamp your foot, and you're taking the Premier League, like you're taking control of it.
I think being top of the league though only matters after game week 38. It doesn't matter if you're top of the league now. It's like, come on, mate.
I know, but we're not at
Grow
game 38 yet. We're not at game 38. I think he's the best newcomer manager.
I just feel like he was like, you grabbing the Premier League by the
scruff of the neck.
by the balls, you know. Just
He has.
He just didn't say what I thought he was going to do.
I think we have to answer this question probably in over the next 10 games and see, because Liverpool have some really tough games.
They've got Arsenal coming up as well.
Yeah, they've got.
Is that at the Emirates?
It is at the Emirates. Chelsea
cracking
as well. There's a span where in 4 days they play Real Madrid and Man City. So
hopefully they get battered, and so
I felt bad for him actually the other week because he went to watch Arsenal Southampton, didn't you?
Yeah.
Well, I just felt bad because he's all by himself, bless him.
It's all right.
Was it good?
It was very good actually, because my mate got the ticket originally, and then he couldn't go because it was his birthday. So he's like, and I haven't been to the Emirates in like 5 years.
Do you think going to games on your own is sad?
No, not at all.
It's the first time I've ever done it, and because obviously coming from Derby, it's like a long train journey. The train journey is a bit weird. It's like I'm just sat there.
Do you reckon going to a game on your own is sad?
But if it's a Premier League ticket for 35 quid,
Did you get pissed?
No, they're playing Southampton, mate. It's not like an away day.
Yeah, true. Well, mate, I'm not saying it's sad, by the way.
You're with a group of people, of like-minded people, aren't you?
Mate, I'm saying you're extremely sad.
Horrible, man.
No, I'm joking.
You know, I'm actually going to leave now.
Yeah, good. He does all a favour. Anyway.
Wow.
We're on one today, mate. God above.
Anyway, look, I'm not saying Slot isn't a good manager.
No, just stop speaking. We don't care anymore.
Hey, I'm
joking.
I'm not saying Slot is a bad manager. What he's done, he's come in, like you said, clean sheets, got the Champions League as well. Obviously lost against Forest at home. That's something you shouldn't really be doing. But I understand the side of it from Chelsea that, like I said earlier, that he's dealing with his squad, this massive squad. I get that. Liverpool fans will be onto it as well, that he is doing a good job. He's top of the league, new manager coming in, and I also understand here there's a lot of element of still Klopp's play in there. But I just think Enzo Maresca's done a very similar thing, come from Leicester to a Premier League side. It's very difficult, very different from the Championship to Premier. And with the team Chelsea have had and the struggles that they've had the last few seasons, I think he's done an exceptional job. So let's talk about the most expensive player ratings this season. So the top 5 players who have come in, transfers.
Yeah, the top 5 most expensive transfers in the Premier League.
Let's rate them.
Them.
So the top 5 most expensive transfer this year, 1 was Solanke, 2 was Lenny Yoro, 3 was Neto, 4 was Anana, and 5th was Ugarte.
What are we starting? Are we starting with Ugarte?
Let's start with Ugarte. Out of 10, what would you rate him?
I've gone for 3 out of 10.
That's alright, that's quite generous.
4 out of 10.
I feel like we're on street to come down to. Thank you.
Go on, give it a 7, mate.
7.
So,
Go on, what have you gone for?
Craig Rivel-Hallwood, 2.
But he has been poor, hasn't he?
Yeah, but he hasn't had the chance really.
Yeah.
The thing is,
He would have been
he was coming in as like this all-action defensive midfielder, but it just seems everyone gets past him easily.
Yeah.
Like Spurs game, case in point. But he does need time, so it's not the end of
Exactly.
the
You can
world.
only judge him on what he's done so far, and it's not a lot.
But I'm sure he'll be. I like Ugarte, he'll be a good player.
Yeah. He was really good at Sporting before he went to PSG,
I think
so there's a player in there.
He can definitely transform. All right, then let's go with Onana at Villa.
8 out of 10.
I've gone the same, 8 out of 10.
I've gone a bit lower.
7?
Lower.
6?
No, I'm going for 7.
7. Okay.
7. I think he's obviously had a few games of injury.
Yeah, that's more recently, hasn't he? Because he started off so strongly, I thought.
Yeah,
but
he scored some important goals as well.
I think he's already scored 3 goals, which is good. Because that's not what they signed him.
Yeah. He came into replace Douglas Luiz, really, didn't he?
Yeah.
So, obviously Kamara's out injured, so he's probably filling that void.
I don't think Douglas Luiz should have left, do you?
He isn't getting any game time at Juventus.
Yeah.
Yeah, bit of a strange one.
Silly move, really.
Smart from Villa, though, because they got about 62 mil or something for it, so yeah.
Pedro Neto.
I've gone for a 5 out of 10.
Mate, it's a bit boring. I went for a 5 out of 10 as well.
I went for a 5, also ran a 5. But, you look, he's... The squad, getting into that squad, João Felix just being added in now.
Yeah.
I think another one, I'm like, why would you go to Chelsea? Why wouldn't you go somewhere else? But
he hasn't played a full 90 yet.
I think he's
been
like...
alright, but he's not playing. It's like...
Maresca has a starting 11 in cup competitions, Conference League, where Neto starts, and then the Premier League he won't start over Madueke, because Madueke's had a good start to the season. So that's the reason I've given him a lower rating, it's just game time.
No, exactly. Like, when he has
time.
played, he's been alright, but then he doesn't play. So it's like best of both worlds, really, isn't it?
Right, what about Lenny Yoro?
I feel like I'm a bit harsh. I've given him a 3 out of 10, but that's just because he hasn't played.
I've given him a 0.
Yeah,
he hasn't played a game.
I was tempted to give him a 5. It's just a
3.
bang average, but it's like
that's offensive to Ugarte.
It just hasn't played. I mean, no fault of his own.
Yeah, I think he'll be a good
I
centre
think
back
he
signing
will,
for the future, but it's like he's been injured, so I don't know what score.
You can't really rate someone on no game time, can you? So.
Now, last but not least, what was he? £75 million?
No, I think it was like 50 odd.
Oh, was it?
In a year.
Sorry,
I think it was
it was
52.
Yeah.
Maybe euros then. Let's go with euros.
Yeah. That's what you meant.
Yeah, that's what I meant. £52 million or something. Solanke.
7 out of 10. Solid start, unspectacular, but good enough.
I've gone 7 out of 10 as well.
Yeah, I've gone with a 7.
Yeah.
He's not done terrible.
He got injured, didn't he?
Yeah.
He's scored 3 goals in like 3
goals.
games in a row, I think, which is decent.
I think he's never going to be Harry Kane.
No, that's what I was going to say. Anybody who comes in place is just not going to look.
It's unfortunate he's got that immediate comparison of someone so good as Harry Kane, but I think he's done all right.
He's an out-and-out striker, like kind of poacher, which I think is good for Postecoglou because that's what he wants up top. All this nice play, and then they get balls into the box, so he should be there to finish off. So I think it's a good signing, to be fair.
Yeah, no, he's doing. I'm sure that as the season goes along, he will progress. Do a bit better. But just before we go, Liverpool versus Chelsea. Who are you saying?
I'm going Liverpool 2-1 win.
Liverpool 2-1 win.
I am. Yeah, I think we should be winning that game. But I think we want to prove a point in the slot is a better manager than Maresca. And I think we will win 2-1.
I'm going to go 3-1.
Really?
Yeah. So, Murray?
3-0. I'm contradicting myself with the Maresca slot argument. Is it at Anfield?
Yeah, it's at Anfield.
Yeah, 3-0 Liverpool.
Yeah. Press boxes this weekend?
No, actually, nothing. No Midlands clubs are really
what
playing.
What do you do when you haven't got a press box?
Mate, I do absolutely nothing, mate.
No
I watch football at home instead.
Wow,
not a bad way to spend your weekend.
Reading are on TV this week, so
Oh, wow, Jesus.
Who have you got?
Crawley Town, I think.
A few pints of Guinness.
Local near me.
Pardon?
A few cans of Guinness.
Not Guinness, mate. You know I'm a cider drinker.
Yeah.
Not very good, that, mate. I'm not very impressed with that.
Sorry, mate.
Yeah, get some cider. Not some cider. Get some Guinness.
No, I'll get some cider, mate.
I don't like Guinness, no.
Really? What do you like? Dart fruit, something.
Neck oil.
Neck oil. That's
like
an
a
awful
pale ale.
pint, mate.
It's expensive.
Awful. Yeah, it is expensive.
Well, on some student prices you can get it cheap, so that's why I go for it.
Right. Thank you for that, mate.
Thank you for the advice.
Anytime.
Well, hopefully we can look forward to Premier League football this weekend.
Yeah. I mean, can't wait for it to be back. International break's incredibly boring.
Yeah, no, it is, isn't it? Well, thanks for watching anyway. See you next week.